Hello everybody, this is Martin here, back with another Legacy Storm video. Playing my build here with 2 Passing Flames, 2 Tendrils, 1 each of Grim Tutor and Dark Petition, and an Empty the Warrens in the main. No preordains, 15 lands. I'm trying out something a bit outrageous for the sideboard, and won't probably come up, and it's a copy of Sphinx of the Final Word as a hoser for miracles. So the thought is that against miracles, after sideboard will go long, and will eventually sort of get to a point where this is castable off of a single dark ritual, which they might not counter, or they probably won't counter its first spell. And once this is in play, they basically have to Terminus right away. It can beat down on its own, or we'll just win with the rest of the stuff in our hand. It's not a perfect plan. They can still cast a Vendilion Clique. It obviously dies, or if I ever get this Terminus, I'm gonna probably cry on the inside, because that's gonna be a horrible feeling. They could Council's Judgment it, I guess, but that seems weird. They'd have Council's Judgment post sideboard against Storm. Anyway, so probably not going to be facing miracles, but you never know. I'll definitely want to be trying this out also in paper if I ever get around to playing some. Okay, so our opponent is waiting. I actually have a feeling that this is Truckus. I know this name. I have a feeling that this person might be on Storm as well. Whoop. In either case, I'm going to keep this hand. I'm not going to go with my gut feeling that they are on Storm and play out the LEDs, because if they aren't, then that's a pretty big tell to give away. Alright, so gonna lead off with the Scalding Tarn. It's much less of a giveaway than Badlands. We don't get wastelanded. We get stifled and cry, but that's about it. Okay, Tundra. Ooh, this might actually be miracles. Sphinx of the Final Word, here I come. Okay, so an open Tundra makes me not very excited about just going full throttle with the Cabal Ritual. It stands to reason if they have Force. On the other hand, if it's miracles, they aren't going to be running anything with they can use for with 1 mana to counter us. They have to have Force. Alternatively, they brainstorm into Force. And so if we go Infernal to Cabal Ritual, that's 3 mana. And then the 2 LEDs, that makes it 9. Then use 2 for Infernal Tutor and sack the LED and get Passing Flames in the yard. Then we have 1 black mana. Let's see, we sack 1 LED for black, under for red, so we have 4 black, 3 red. So Tutor then needs to find us. The thing is, Tutor, we can't go for a duress effect. I mean, let's say that they have the Force, and then they force the Tutor. Then we have 7 mana floating. We flashback Cabal or Passing Flames. Then Cabal Ritual gives us 5, but that's only 5, so we don't have enough. And if we don't get forced then, but then they we go to grab a Cabal Ritual, a second one of those, and then flashback Passing Flames, they force that. Our Passing Flames is out of our jar. And alternatively, we go grab a Duress with the Infernal Tutor, but that means we're 1 mana short, because we'll have 6 floating once we go to flashback Passing Flames, and our ritual is 2. So yeah, this is basically do we just hope they don't have Force? Or do we give them more turns and then hope that we find a discard spell? We're all up against miracles, so there's a reasonable chance they'll just Windmill Slam, Counterbalance. They have seen 8 cards. You know what? I think I'm gonna try. if it is miracles, I like game 1 to be over sooner rather than later, and they haven't cantrip or anything. So, like, they're still like, what, 40-odd% to have the force, and that's on their first 7, and they've drawn us an 8th card. Alright, let's see. I mean, this could also be like an Esper deck. Okay. Sack this for black. And so I suppose we could go for like the dark ritual now. And not like crack the LED in case they, for some reason, have the force and use it now. Yeah, actually I like that. It seems like cost free. So that's 5, that's 6, that's 7. Clarchel is 8. Wait, did I just mess up? Tell me what we might want to leave. Okay. So like we have 7 cards, which means our Cabal Ritual won't be at threshold. But we have enough mana. Okay, they had the force. Okay. I wonder if they found the force off that brainstorm, but I guess we'll never know. So yeah, I'm gonna play it out just to be sure that it is actually miracles and not Esper, Mentor, what have you. They bin Snapcaster, by the way, or pitched rather. So like we're not dead until they actually get their soft lock or their like their top and stuff going. This tutor, we could probe and then hope to find like a land or something, and then the tutor could go get our second Passion Flames and try to set up that way. Like alternatively we probe and find, like alternatively we hold on to the probe and the tutor and just like chill a little bit. That makes it less likely that we'll be hellbent with the tutor, but at the same time we might get closer to an actual sort of fresh combo. So I think I like that. But we're like totally complete sitting ducks here. Okay, I'm gonna probe now. Like they could have man, okay. I did not expect that. Triple Swords to Plowshares, 1 force, and a Tundra. So next turn their force will be live with 5 mana. Oh man, Empty the Wounds here blows. Unless like Probe shows us a Dark Ritual, then I'm like super happy. Brainstorm is okay. We're gonna use that now. And okay, so hang on. Next turn we can go. So we therapy their force now. Oh no, we can't. Oh yeah. So we put back Empty and Tarn, and then we go. No. Oh man, so close, right? So what I was thinking was we could go like therapy their force, and then yeah, I suppose we could do that. It'll take us one more turn. So what we do is we put back Empty, we put back Tarn, We therapy their force. The next turn we play out LED and we Infernal Tutor and hope they haven't found like something to shut us out or another counter spell. Get Past in Flames, but then we have to pass the turn. I suppose depending on what we draw on that turn. So I like doing that. I suppose actually it's more correct for me to just wait with the therapy, but now we already did it. Like, if we had waited, we would have seen what they had drawn. But on the other hand, if that had been a brainstorm, it would have been a bit annoying. So they play out their Tundra, and they found a counterbalance. Okay, it's not terrible. Their hand is triple Swords to Plowshares. It's like, depending on what they flip, we have to play this LED out, and it would actually kind of suck hard to have it countered. Force of Will, nice. Okay, so at least that means our tutor resolves, unless they're willing to not take the force. I still think we probably, oh actually, okay, so like if they whiff on this top deck, if it's like a land, oh, it's so exciting, let's see. Yes! Okay, it's a land, it's a fetch land though, so they'll get 2 peaks next time. Okay, so we get the Past in Flames and pass the turn. And so next turn we have to punt that the top of their library doesn't cooperate with them. Or I guess we brainstorm first. No, right? Because if we brainstorm and they flip a 1, well then I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Because what we need to do here is sack the LED, have 6 mana but the Past in Flames in our yard, have the top of their library not be a 1 and not be a 2. So like if we brainstorm first and it is a 1, then we can't go this turn. And it could be like Sensei's top, but then it's lost cost anyways. We don't hit a 1, then brainstorm has to find us some like another land for us to then go with Past in Flames, but then they might fetch and still hit a 1. I think I actually like the brainstorm play. Okay, let's see what they reveal. Not top, not top, not top. Fuck my life. Sorry for cursing. I guess we lose. Oh man. Well, we would have lost anyway. I mean, at least insofar as like them getting top is us losing. Okay, well, I think it's fair for us to now hope that in like a top activation, a fetch land crack, and another top activation, they don't find a 1 or a 1 or 2. Like that's extremely unlikely, but we have to hope that it's like triple land or like land Jace or land Mentor Jace or whatever, or like one of their miracles. I don't see as like from here on in it's just going to get worse, so I think now is as good as time as any. Question is, do we fetch all the way down now? Like, well, yeah, we might as well. I guess it doesn't really, there's no real reason to do it, but oh yeah, there is actually. Haha, we hard cast the Past in Flames. If we do that though, we won't be able to get like a blue card. That doesn't matter. I think doing this we can probe initially. Actually, hang on. Remember when I said I wanted them to find Jace? I kind of don't want that to happen, obviously, because then it's all for naught, as our Past in Flames will get Would it counter? If they have like, I guess even the one from like they have the one just top. What's he doing now? Looking again. Okay, they thought better of it. Oh, I don't like this. I got a feeling they just drew a counterspell, like the card counterspell. Yep, I guess. Whoa, going deep. So there's no reason to draw the, I don't know what's going on here. It seems like, honestly, like a massive punt on their part. But I obviously could be wrong. I guess they drew the brainstorm. They found Chase. Okay, well, I mean, let's see. If they don't, if they don't find another top, they have to put either a 1 or a 2 on top with their Jace Brainstorm. I mean, you could argue we lost this game like a while back. Come on, shuffle, 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 shuffle. They shuffled. No, not top. No. Oh, cruel fate. Well, I mean, we're not completely. I mean, if they haven't found a force, a lot of ifs and buts. This actually, no, that's, I guess that's fine. We have to do it. So which color do we sack the LED for? I guess we'll just have 2 floating anyways. Like we'll just sack this for red. So let's see if they somehow find like a second Jace on top. That would hurt us. They could just have force, in which case this is when we concede. I got a bad feeling about this. I can't believe this. I got to play out the miracles. Now I just have to see if that all syncs with the final word. If I get lucky enough to actually see it. So, like, I think what they need to do is they haven't found like either a force or a 4-drop. Is that they probably like the thing is if we Dark Ritual now, they'll just tap with top and we'll be choked on like 1 mana. We could probe and hope to hit a land, and if we do that, then I think we're golden. There's also just probing now and hoping that they mess up and then draw with top, and then we draw we Dark Ritual in response, but I think that's probably less likely to happen. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. So I think it's a bit risky if they put a 1 on top, although that would completely wreck us here. Oh, actually, no, I'm messing this up. We obviously can't probe after they put the top on top. Silly me. Okay, so I think we have to brainstorm in response, actually. And then, like, hope to hit an LED. Yes! Okay, I still feel like we're so far from, like, from getting there, but That definitely needed to happen because we have to assume they had a 2 on top that they put down for like Infernal Tutor and Cabal Ritual, and now that's no longer on top. If they have the Force now, we're dead. Otherwise, we win, I guess. Okay, come on, please don't have Pussy Will. So I guess they force now if they have it. I'm not quite sure I actually get that this is happening. My opponent says playing that Jace with was the definition of greedy. I guess. Yeah, I guess we just grab the tendrils. Storm is 7, so like that will be lethal. I'm just for funsies going to probe. It's gonna get countered, but it'll be like an extra storm count. Wow. Wowie. That is like, don't take this as representative of how like playing this matchup is when they get top and counterbalance out, but unbelievable. Phew. Okay. So nice and easy. Okay. Sphinx of the Final Word. Crozan Grip. Had to get lucky. He says I should have just floated Jace. Yeah, I think that's correct. So I'm also going to try. I'm just boarding in like a ton of cards now, and I think the Flusterstorms are going to come out if I can't find room for them. But so I like cutting a Past in Flames because they will likely bring in Rest in Peace, and it's like one less dead card. I like cutting some number of tutors here. Probably I cut Dark Petition over Grim Tutor actually, just in case I want to like early game tutor for like some sort of hate piece. I'll cut a couple of Infernal Tutors because I am not planning on going like off the regular style. Cut a couple of LEDs and a couple of petals. Maybe it's one too many of each of those pieces actually. I think I'll go down to one Flusterstorm because it's sort of redundant with the Sphinx and stuff and like the other things I'm bringing in. And I'll cut a Cabal Ritual and I'll bring in like a third LED. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, by the way. It's not just like science. I don't have the formula pat. But okay, let's see. All right, so I think this is a fine hand to keep. It's a bit sort of light on a lot of air, but like Brainstorm can find us what we need, hopefully. Okay. Okay, turn 1 ponder. Whatever. So they do not shuffle. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. I dig the grip. I don't fire off probe here because, well, like, it would be nice to save that sort of stuff for, like, if we draw tendrils. Because that is kind of like the plan here, is to go for natural tendrils, preferably, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Wow, triple ponder. Let's see, they chosen twice to not shuffle. Here again, they don't shuffle. Okay, so I think I hold off brainstorming. I think it's pretty clear they are digging towards a counterbalance. Could be wrong, but yeah, no, okay, there it is. We just let that sucker live. So we play out the Badlands, and oh, awkward. I guess we play out the Tropical. That's kind of signposts a bit more what we're trying to do, but whatever. Double counterbalance. Good thing we have a double answer. Although I would prefer to use the grip on the top. So the question is now, like, do we grip and risk them having a 3-drop? That would just be the ultimate letdown, but I think we do. You could argue just not doing anything here, but I mean, we have to get through 2 now, so, and I want to be, like, cantripping eventually. Okay, let's see. Not a 3-drop, come on. Yes. Good old Snappy. Okay, so they lose that. Take our turn. I suppose actually brainstorming here is kind of free. Unless they force it, but I mean, be my guest. Because we know Snapcaster is on top. So we need to dump some of these lands, I think. Yeah, dump that. Now, we don't want to just, like, we want lands in this matchup because we want to be making our land drops, but tell you what, I think also I like going for a, or do I? Discard spell this turn. Yeah, I do, actually. Because they've missed their land drop, so if we can nab like a brainstorm or something. I don't mind that at all. A ponder. Oh, Clique. I hate Clique. Okay, so their hand is Counterspell, Force, Ponder, Plow, Snap, and Clique. I think we have to therapy the Clique out because that's actually has the potential to wreck us a bit, and that's a clock for them. I think other than that, though, we might just take the. I was gonna say counterspell, but like because I like them forcing more if it gets to like a back and forth counter or like natural tendril situation. But I think I have to take the force because that means they have to keep up double blue. They can't really ponder. Snapcaster. No, oh man, I messed that up. I was gonna take the force. Oh well. Now actually, they might force. They might force this, and I don't fetch out the Badlands. Nice going. They might force this just to protect their Clique, but then they're not drawing a land next turn. So I guess we take Vendilion Clique. Don't want that bad boy. And like, I don't really fear Force of Will all that much, or like a single counter spell. I fear Flusterstorm and Clique. And obviously, you know, you have to fear counterbalance, but so they ponder and they drew a second snap, and so like I'm pretty sure they have to shuffle if they don't find a land unless they found like Sensei's Top. Also, like I'm like kind of pressed on time right now, so I'm gonna have to try to play up a bit faster. They don't shuffle, they found a land. Okay, pedal is fine, we shift the turn. So like our plan now is to basically get a loaded hand and then eventually get to be able to, well I guess double decay, we might end up turn decay now, but other, you know, okay, brainstorm for them is really good. Like another plan would be to just like wait until the last possible moment before we decay their counterbalance, but this way it lets us, we get to like brainstorm and stuff. Wow, it's like super exciting. Okay, well, we've got all the decays. Like, what I really worry about now is if they find like, or they have like a meddling mage or a whatever, like Ethersworn Canoness. Like, if they have hate bears, then I think we're like our decays are being overburdened. Another plow. I guess that might be the one they shuffle away, but I'm happy I didn't bring in like Xantid Swarm. I just want land here, or like Tendrils or Ritual Effect. What's this? Bug control, my opponent says. You know it. Okay, so I don't decay here. I get a card deeper. Ooh, top is excellent. So I think, they have the clique. Oh no, okay, just Snapcaster. That is fine. So that's one snap. And so they brainstorm. So I think I end of turn decay on their like on their next end step, and then play out top and see where I go from there. We really don't want them finding another clique or another counterbalance, I guess. Yeah, top's fine. Go top. So their hand is, I guess I don't know their hand, but it's safe to assume that they still have the force. Probably snap as at least as a blue card, but probably another blue card. Come on. You know what I want to see, right? Sphinx of the Final Word. Yes! Oh, sorry, excuse me. Alright, well. Geez, what do I do now? Like, Dark Ritual makes it 6 mana. Petal 7, so I could go for it. But then what? Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, I really don't want to see Vendilion Clique. I don't think they're gonna force this. I don't think they're gonna force this. This is going to resolve. Oh man, I really hope they don't have Terminus. I would love to see my opponent's face right now. Lol. Wow. If nothing else happens good for me all day, this is like enough to get me through another day, man. That was just... So they cast a Brainstorm. Oh, I hope that doesn't mean they had a Terminus in the end. But I mean, can't really do anything. Committed. Whoops. So what's awesome about the Sphinx, right, is that it can't be countered and has hexproof. So like their plowshares and stuff can't do anything. But also like instant sorcery spells you control can't be countered by spells or abilities. I don't know, man. So digging this feverishly kind of indicates for me that they have like Terminus in their deck at least. I think they do, and they hit it. Okay, they didn't hit it. But I mean, not only all the stuff I just said, it's a 5/5 flyer. So like, well, fetch flying is a bit scary. But it's a 5/5 flyer, so that's like each hit is like 2.5 storm count off. So like, I think we risk them having the Terminus. I mean, we could also just, like, we play out top, they counter that probably with the force, unless they have found Terminus. Decisions. Okay, I think I'm going to play out top first. This might be completely incorrect. Okay, so they found counterspell or like Snapcaster counterspell. Okay, fine. We're gonna attack. Hope they don't have Terminus. If they have to flip it now. Okay. I assume they don't have it. They could still find it off the Flooded Strand, but okay, I'm gonna brainstorm. Hope to find like a fetch land or like that wasn't very interesting. Not very interesting at all, actually. Okay. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn and hope we get like one more hit with the Sphinx. Man, if we had gotten to Tendrils there, would have been in hog heaven. Alright, they have 2 fetch lands now. That's a lot of looks for Terminus. Okay, so flip top in my upkeep. Nope. Okay, get in there. Same procedure as before. Okay, so I'm gonna probe for life. This decay is actually not that bad because yeah, if they have Clique. So they force this and then not have Clique, or they snap Brainstorm or snap Counterspell. They just click in response. Interesting. So we Brainstorm obviously in response because okay. So like we put back I don't really know what to do here because I guess we don't really care that much about the decay for the clique anymore, so we can put that at bottom. So I think what we do is we go decay and then Grim Tutor and then hope they like they might bottom our ritual, but then we can probe and then go for Grim and then like win next turn. Oh, hang on, they're okay. I think they just lost. They clicked themselves, or like yeah, they clicked themselves. Okay, well, here goes. So we're just gonna sack LED for black and get Tendrils. I cannot believe this. This is so awesome. Wow. Living the dream. I think I'm gonna title this video "Living the Dream." This probably can't get much more magical Christmas landy than these 2 gates against miracles. Beware of that. I don't at all expect this to be representative. I don't even take this as a sign that I should be playing Sphinx like for good at all. Obviously. Well, so I was just writing to my opponent to let them know that I'd be posting this video because they seem like good sport. Would you believe it? I feel so stoked about this. Well, I mean, there you have it. Sphinx is the final word. It's a legacy card. It beats Miracles. What else do you want to know? Now, all kidding aside, that did actually pan out exactly how I hoped it would. I think we did really luck sack it quite a bit, but sometimes that's what you do, right? So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to be back soon with some more videos. Bye bye.